I feel a bit nervous because I'm the first presenter. Let me introduce myself, our company to you first. We are a subsidiary of Acer Group. My name is Bryan. And today I'm going to talk about the horizontal integration strategy, converging IT technology and power development. I think everything we do, we start with our own household, and then we can expand it to the whole society and then the whole nation. So what I have observed at my household, I have kids at home. So whenever I call them in the living room, they would just stay in their bedrooms. They would just stay in their bedroom without going outside. They can even skip meals. So I remember when I was a kid, so most people would just, gather around in front of a TV set, and so we'll always be together. Not anymore in modern days, and people will just stay in a virtual world without going outside to the real world. So I have observed what my kids would do when they go outside. This is what they do. They go outside to go to the restroom and then return to their bedroom. So how do we solve that? Because my background is engineering. I think we need to find a causal relationship and try to solve the problem. And we have seen this problem. Now, there's two solutions. If you want them to go outside, to go out from the bedroom, you can just turn off the internet or shut off the power. At least they will go out and yell at you. Then why did you cut me off? Another solution is just try to take their charger the day before. So the second day, they'll still come to you and ask for a charger. So you can see that this is not just our daily life at home. Our life is very different from the life when it used to be. So the internet and the power supply have a huge impact on our life. So our company, MPS, we are a tech company, and so today I want to share with you some of the developments our company has. So we work with the power system of the bicycle. We don't work with the full bicycle. So let me share with you a statistics. You can see in 2013, in terms of battery price for 1 kilowatt, if we use a user scenario to give you an example, if you go camping, you bring a very bulky battery with you. So you arrive at the camping site. You need to bring a bulky battery that can supply 1 kilowatt of the battery. So in 2013, is about $684, about 20,000 NT dollars. So that was a price for a kilowatt of battery in 2013. In 2021, the price has gone to $132 only. So in just 8 years of time, the price of the battery has declined from a high point to a low point, which is more affordable, which means that in terms of power supply, at household application or other applications, they're more affordable. You might find it hard to comprehend this concept, but in real number, it would be like 1/5 of the original price. If you use the same price, you can buy 5 times of the number of batteries that you can bring. So this is a historical breakthrough and a major improvement. Another thing is, if you want to keep the same distance, you only need to pay for 1/5 of the price. And now many things have been turned from impossible to possible. In the past, we observed that most of the bottlenecks during the manufacturing process were related to the battery. But over the years, we have collaborated with other industries. We have brought in more talent and cross-disciplinary practices, so we're able to solve many problems. And also, with the advancement of the power supply, a lot of things have become unpluggable. You may have noted that some of the home appliances, electric fans or air filters, in the past, you need to plug them all the time. Right now, sometimes they don't need to be plugged. So from plugged to unplugged, this is another development. So in terms of power supply, that was our observations. The next, to talk about IT development. I talked about the example, if you cut off the power, your kids will come out from the bedroom. We have seen the development from 3G to 4G. 3G probably started in Taiwan in 2005, and 4G probably started in Taiwan in 2014. But sometimes it was too slow. When you want to watch the movie, it was too slow. You did not want to continue watching. But now, if you give your kids a cell phone, they will start watching a film or movie on the phone. So that was the 2005, and after 2014, with the introduction of 4G, everything changed. It was much quicker. A lot of things were unable to be downloaded, were able to be downloaded. So that was after 2014, the introduction of 4G. And also, there's a super low latency. So a lot of things became feasible for fast integration application. So the future internet, you'll be able to find people and things on the internet, and you'll just get what you want from the ecosystem. Let me summarize what I have said. You can see a wireless network everywhere, and also now we can enjoy super low latency, and also in terms of the pricing, now we can see many affordable prices. And we have all those achievements right now because we have the infrastructure ready for things that require some interactive functionality. We'll be able to do that, and we don't need other elements. So I mentioned earlier, we start from home, and then the society, and then the whole nation. At home, the best thing you can bring, a best gift you can give to your kid would be a smartphone. If you want to give them a punishment, that's the other way around. Just take away the cell phone. So real-time connection has become possible and feasible. I talked about the two major advancements. One is unplug. If you give them unplug feature, you'll be able to move it and improve the mobility of the product. So what can we do in this mobility industry? What can we do in this mobility industry? Because we have the power supply and we have the affordable price, so we think we can develop a propulsion system for mobile devices or mobile vehicles or e-vehicles. A good propulsion system is actually an integrated system, including many different elements. In terms of IT, we believe we have seen the industry moving toward the bike industry, and we also see the bike industry moving with more collaboration with the IT industry. Because Acer has a background of IT, so in addition to the provision of a propulsion system, we believe we can also contribute to another thing because we already have the infrastructure ready. So we can design different apps to make devices to talk to vehicles or other devices. And also based on the feedback from our customers. For electric vehicles in the past, so we can use IT to help the people to improve the analyzing power of their devices, as they can know right away where the problem is or which components or parts are too old and need to be replaced. Another thing that we can do is, because we're dealing with a pandemic, so we have fewer interactions with the international counterparts. But if you have a very good software, for example, Teams, a lot of people are using Teams on a daily basis. So people are developing different tools. So in terms of the bike, we can develop more software or tools to have better interactions with the developers. Another thing is related to factories or manufacturers. In the past, if you go to a bike factory, the final stage is a pilot cycling, a test run of the bicycle. It was needed, but before the test riding, you should have some preparations. For example, you need to make sure that the whole electric system is functioning well and the details have been addressed. So for user, in terms of software that we can develop for user, we can develop a kind of application. It's called mGo. And for dealer, we can develop a kind of an application that's called mBike. So there are various applications. What applications you would need, it depends on the end user. We also welcome brand manufacturers or startups to come to us to work with us. We can collect data, but we don't know where the customers are. So I talked about how we can help you improve the setting. We can help you to develop applications or software, a lot of IT tools that you can utilize to improve some of the issues. And if you can use your cell phone after a phone conversation, you'll be able to clarify what the clients want to do. So you can improve the functionality of your vehicle. You can see that actually a lot of functions are related to the smartphone. So we're just expanding the original offerings of the smartphone. And just recently, there's an example. We shipped a bike in Europe. They did not find the product very well, but maybe it's subjective views. If you, for example, depends on how you use it, because in Japan, many mothers or housewives, they would have their particular kind of bike for housewives. So with that kind of bike, you cannot give it too powerful propulsion system. So it all depends on how you use it for the end users. So these are some of the development we have developed after the COVID-19. In terms of engineering, there's also some need for personalization because engineers need to know a lot of details, so they will have many discussions with us. In terms of mass production and analyzing, we also provide this M-bike applications, so we know that which lines are connected, which lines are maybe not very well connected. So in the bike industry, we can see that these are much needed as services, but I truly believe that the bike industry and the high-tech industry will eventually work together and jointly develop the two industries together. And we also welcome manufacturers or services suppliers to work with us to achieve our mutual goals.
For MPS, for our propulsion system, we'd like to provide good solution for our clients so that they get a solution, not just a component, so that they don't have to integrate it. We already integrated for them, and we also do battery. Battery safety is very important. And finally, we build connection. We build connection platform. Well, I think importantly, we need to do the things right, and then you need to be connected. And we definitely need to do the products right. That has always been our belief, and now we are connected, and it's always available. It's like a commodity, and now we need to build the connection so that for those who need to connect with us, all the different partners, we provide an interface so that they can connect with us, so that we can become a network. So finally, we are MPS. We actually we have a booth on the fourth floor.